Dark feminine goddesses and divine feminine goddesses will trigger many, and we have to be okay with that. Now, if you are one of the divine feminines or dark feminines on the earth, the women or some, because feminine energy is not a gender specific thing, it's an energy. And it's the energy of the ancient goddesses who have reincarnated on this earth to balance the energy of the planet, right? Now, this is the thing. You trigger people simply by existing. Now, most of my soulmate clients who are divine feminines experience this too. You might experience people just hating on you for no reason, people trying to tear you down, people trying to, belittle you or make you smaller because your light triggers their demons. And people really don't like confidence. They don't like you to feel, like you're that person, you know what I'm saying? Because they're jealous, you know what I'm saying? Or they're envious, or they're haters, or to be completely honest, it's because they don't feel like that within themselves. That's really the truth. We can sit here and be like, oh, somebody's a hater, somebody's this, somebody that. For you to be jealous of someone, for you to be envious of someone, that means that you're in a frequency of lack. That means that you think that you lack something that someone has within them. So it triggers your nasty little demons, you know what I'm saying, to try and humble them or put them down or project your shadow onto those people. And it's so unfortunate because dark feminine energy is really the epitome of true love. Dark feminine energy is literally metaphysics. It's the cosmos. It is dark matter, and the world is made up of 90% dark matter. Like, just like the unconscious mind is like 90% of our brain. We're only utilizing 10% of our conscious mind, which we're aware of. Just like this reality is like 5 to 10% of what we're aware, what we can sense with our 5 senses. But 90% of reality is in the dark. It's unseen, and that's dark feminine energy. So people who are tapped in and tuned into that energy, we are people who can see the truth. A lot of people are empaths. So we are mirrors to other people. We have a light within us that can be felt, and to some it can be seen, and like the thing about it, especially when you're an empath, is like you're genuinely a loving person. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not I can tell you right now, there is not one person on this earth that I would trade lives with. There's not one person on this earth who I'm in competition with. There's not one person on this earth that I want them to fail. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just genuinely don't care. I want everybody to do what's best for them. And I don't have to tear anybody down. Like, that's not my ministry. I actually love building people up. I love giving people compliments. I compliment people all the time. I send positive vibes to people all the time because I don't need to bring anybody down because I'm not beneath them. How am I going to bring you down when I'm not beneath you? I want to lift you up. I want you to know that that you're a special man or a special woman. Like, and I wish more people were like that. It's just so unfortunate. So, I'm making this video for all the divine feminine, dark feminine people on there. If you've experienced people in your life who hated on you, most likely going through childhood, I'm sure you had a lot of that. Probably your sisters, your stepsisters, some of them. Unfortunately, a lot of mothers are jealous of the divine feminines and dark feminines. And a lot of the times we grew up, like, I don't know why so many people are just so upset. Like, but to be completely honest, you trigger them. Because this is the thing, we're going to bring it back to my life's work, psychology and mental health and metaphysics and, spirituality. We have within our subconscious minds the anima, which is the feminine aspect of the psyche, and the animus, which is the masculine aspect of the psyche. Now, the masculine aspect of a lot of people's psyche is still grounded in toxic, patriarchal, toxic masculine energy. And so you have to understand that toxic masculine energy or toxic patriarchal energy are the people who came over and oppressed the divine feminine goddess energy, which is the indigenous people who honored the divine mother, Mother Earth, right? You know what I'm saying? Was in tune with nature, right? And so that program that they put into our ancestors, that they enslaved and passed down in the society that we live in, is governed by toxic patriarchal systems. That subconscious program is programmed in the subconscious mind of women and men on this planet. But divine feminines, or people who are, I don't want to say chosen, because anybody can be chosen if you wake up to your divinity. All you need to do is just wake up to your divinity, right? Because I personally believe that everybody on this earth is a god and a goddess if they realize that within themselves. We all have that energy within ourselves. That consciousness, that toxic patriarchal consciousness, it came to oppress the divine feminine. So when you come across certain people who have that consciousness of lack and like domination and control, and they see your energy that is not in the order that they think it's supposed to be. You're too loving, you're too kind, you're too confident, you think in abundance, you know, you're not hating, you're not jealous, you're not toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do you want what's best for everyone. You know, you're doing the best for yourself. A lot of us are really spiritual. We're in tune with different aspects of the universe. You know, that may trigger people's demons because they're like, oh no, like, how are you like that? I don't understand. Honey, listen, let me tell you something. At this age that I'm at, honey, this wonderful, beautiful age, I am so grateful that I can see now anybody who attempts to throw any type of shade or any type of energy, which I don't experience often, which I'm very grateful for. You know, I really attract a lot of love. But if there's ever a time where someone tries to throw some energies or whatever, they try and, you know, maybe bring me down a notch or whatever may have you, or throw a little shade or something like that, I can easily recognize that they're just simply jealous. You're jealous. You're jealous. You're triggered. You're hurt. You know, you don't understand what's happening right now. You're miserable. You're hurting. You know, you're angry. You know, you're just sad on the inside, you know? And I'm grateful that I can see that now. Like, you're miserable, right? Because now I don't need to take it personally anymore. Okay? So I'm relaying this message to the divine feminines and the dark feminine goddesses, and whoever this message resonates with. Honey, you just gonna have to grow some thick skin up in this mug. Remember that words are spells. So if somebody's telling you something about yourself and you can't relate, don't take that on as something that is a part of you. Honey, understand people be projecting their shadows left and right. And understand that everybody's perception of you is not your reality. People don't really know you like that to be able to tell you who and what you are. I am what I say I am. I am what I am. You know what I'm saying? And you are what you are. Don't let nobody on this earth tell you who you are. And if somebody tells you something positive that you are, sure, take that on. But if somebody tells you something about yourself and you know that that's coming from their shadow, honey, return to sender. Return to sender and keep doing your thing. You're a walking trigger because your presence is here to awaken the consciousness within them. And you have to understand the nature of the ego is to fight things that threatens it. Even if you're not, your presence is the thing that threatens that ego. Because divine feminines and dark feminines, you are the soul. You are the epitome of the soul. Okay? So listen, I understand you. I understand you. As a divine feminine myself, as a mental health counselor, as someone who is very in tune with I don't want to say every dimension, but I'm a very multidimensional being. I'm a psychic medium. I can communicate with ancient goddesses, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. I understand the different dimensions of reality more than most people. And so if you're struggling with any of this and you need some support, you need a reading, you need to understand what's happening in your life, feel free to book a session with me. My name is Mia, your mystic therapist, and you can book your session at www.flamesofloveuniverse.com. Sending love, and return that negative ass energy back to sender.